Hi everyone, welcome you all. So previously we have finished the chapter called list, and today we are going to start a new chapter called tuples. Tuples are actually a rows or simply a record which cannot be modified. Here important point is that unlike list, we have tuples which cannot be modified, but tuples were something which can be modified. For example, if we have a list, let's say st is a list, let's have only two or three elements, and if I try to modify any element, let's say 1 is equals to 100, then if we try to print this list before modification and after modification, then it is possible our computer or our Python interpreter doesn't complains about it, right? Just wait a minute so that it can give output. So you now wait a minute. Let's okay. So now you can see my second element is changed. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to define a tuple. This is a simple tuple. Now let us execute this piece of our code and check it out. See, I'm running into error that is called type error. Right? So tuple are the entities which are immutable, or we cannot modify any element in the tuple. That means we cannot add element, we cannot update element, or we cannot delete element. Once a tuple is made, it is permanent, right? So now let us see how to define a tuple. Tuple can be defined by simply having a definition, and you can specify list of elements inside the parenthesis, and then if you try to print, this will simply print a tuple, right? Now one more thing, we can print the type by simply typing using the print type t, and you can check it out, its data type is tuple. So tuples are the entities which cannot be modified. So now here you have seen how to define a tuple. Now if you want to define a tuple which is empty, you need a parenthesis and then put a comma in between, and then try to execute it. Okay, wait a minute. Actually we have to specify somewhat like this and run this. So this is how we can specify an empty tuple, or you can do it with the help of a tuple method. Tuple, that's it. And just see, so these are the two ways in which we can create an empty tuple, right? Now what if we have only one element in a tuple? Let's say for example we have a t is equals to bracket 8, we have only one element, and if we try to do this, you can see we have an integer, it is not a tuple. So how you can do it, you can put a simply a comma there and just use t as a tuple or variable as a tuple. So this is how we can declare tuple, by simply putting values separated by comma within a parenthesis. For empty tuple we can use this or this way, and for a tuple having only one element we have to specify the value and followed by comma. So this is how we can specify tuple. Now time to access individual element in the tuple, this can be done just like the list. For example, we have a tuple somewhat like this, and now if I want to print first element, I must specify and use the index values just we have did in case of strings and list. Okay, see, first element is printed. Similarly, if you want to print the second element, you just need to specify the index value and it is printed. Now if you specify a negative index, then also it is printed. So negative, positive index can be used. You can say that list can be accessed same as list, there is no change. right? But the thing is that you cannot modify any element in a tuple, right? So this is what I have to teach today. That's all for the day. Have a nice day. Bye bye.